Morning folks, thought I would bring you a crafting video. It's been a while. The footage you've seen in the background is me trying to metacraft, quote metacraft, some two-tone boots. Effectively the plan was to create a really nice pair of spell dodge boots that would fit my eye shot. So I farmed all those burials, I farmed all league. I made enough currency to maybe purchase a mirror, maybe purchase a headhunter. Decided to, after some contemplating, I'm not going to do anything with the currency in standard, so I may as well spend it, and you like watching currency. So the process of metacrafting, if you didn't know, is you get your base, 3 suffix or 3 prefix. You prefix can't be changed, suffix can't be changed, and scour. And then that leaves you with your 3 desirable mods. These aren't triple tier ones, so technically not worth it. But there weren't really any two-tone boots up with hybrid life and dodge. These are the best I could get. Cost me 3 exalts. So each time attempting this, I'm basically blocking dexterity. I'm trying to exalt slam a big resist onto it, and then exalt slam another resist onto it. You'll actually see a few mistakes in here. A couple of times after I did prefixes can't be changed, I then forgot to block dexterity. And another time, I accidentally crafted on prefixes can't be changed instead of dexterity because my brain was whirring, because it's the first time I've done this in a long time. I think it's here. I did prefixes can't be changed instead of dexterity. No, this one was okay because I wanted to annul off the life regen. But yeah, sometimes like you make mistakes. I ended up annulling and trying to knock off stun and block, which I did. So at this point, I've paid 4 exalts for the base, I think, or 3. 2 times prefixes can't be changed, and like 2 exalts. So I've spent about, I'd say, 9 exalts on the boots at this point. Now, if I just go ahead and I craft on a couple of resists, I think I might just about get my 5 or 6 exalts back. Given enough time, maybe. However, I just previously made another pair of spell dodge boots, which now are on my character, which I will show you at the end of this clip. And I thought, you know what, my luck's clearly, and I'm kind of getting lucky. I'll continue crafting. And this is where I ended up wasting my currency, and it kind of put me on tilt. But this is what endgame crafting looks like, true endgame crafting. And it is fun in a way because you get to use the tools in the way that they were designed for. You do get to try annul save and save yourself multiple exalts, because if you annul off the correct mod, you don't need to change on prefixes can't be changed, and you don't need to scour. So yes, it is very expensive. I think this was like a 25 exalt crafting session, and in the end I got absolutely nothing for it. Now, to some, 25 exalts will be chump change. To others, that will be a lot. Even though I've got the currency, it's still annoying to lose it, you know. So after all these failed attempts and null slams, exalts, I do enjoy using the currency and I do like making the videos. But we're pretty much back to square one with our boots, and maybe if I continue to play the game and maybe I get lucky and I farm up another 20 exalts, maybe I have another go at these boots. Now, they won't ever be worth what I'm spending on them. I just kind of wanted to make them for my own personal sake. And I've decided again to spend my currency and upgrade my gear. So the next clip you'll be seeing is how I made my boots that I'm currently wearing. So the boots I'm currently wearing were purchased as a base for 10 Chaos Orbs, and I then just accidentally noticed they were triple tier 1. We didn't know they were triple tier 1 until I pressed Alt to look at the range of the rolls. So after some contemplating, these have basically got 17 and 12 reses on them, which granted isn't the best. They've worked, they've got spell dodge, they've got high life, but those resists have always bugged me, so I'd figured, you know what, let's try the process. So again, remove the crafted res that I put on, prefixes can't be changed, and scour, and then that's going to leave you again with your base. Triple tier 1 move speed, dodge, and hybrid life. And then you're down to a clean base, and this is again, you're just praying for pot luck. You are hoping that you exalt something big, and then you exalt something big again. There's no skill to it. You can block something, but there's pretty much no skill. So had a look around, tried to figure out, what role I should block. After looking on this website, I figured it's a suffix, and the thing with the most roles is going to be the dexterity. As you can see, that has a lot of tiers. Rarity doesn't have many tiers, neither does stun and block. So I figured, right, I'd block dexterity and we'd give it a whirl, because at this point I'd decided I wasn't buying any high ticket item like a mirror or a headhunter. I didn't want one. So then if you're not using your currency, it's just going to the standard graveyard. So I figured, oh, fuck it, I'm just going to use the currency and probably regret it in the morning. So we put on dexterity, take out our exalts. You can see previously our exalt power was looking a lot healthier before we did some upgrades, and now down to about 50 exalts. So we exalt lightning res straight onto it. Now it's not tier 1 lightning res. These boots aren't even 84s, I think, so they can't have tier 1. I think it's even tier 3, but it's the higher tier of, so you can go to 41. 41 res is a lot better than 12, which they originally had. So at this point I was contemplating, do I stick with that? Because this was my first time doing it. I guess 31 is okay. Keep dex blocked, and I slammed 5.4 life regen. Now 5.4 life regen is obviously useless. So here I was trying to do some calculation. How much fire and lightning res do I actually need to cap myself? Can I keep that life regen? Because at this point I wasn't trying to create a god pair of boots. I just wanted a nice pair of boots. So I was trying to do some calculating. Like, they originally had 12 to 17 of fire and lightning. I could craft 20 fire and lightning on, and they've now got 37 lightning. So I was trying to figure out, how much would they be worth if I exalted on another res? Should I exalt on another res, or should I just craft and be done with it? After some contemplating, I figured I'd do prefixes can't be changed, and I would try to knock off the life regen and exalt again. And if it happened to knock off the cold, well, I've still got a lot of exalts, so I'll just try again. So we go ahead and we annul off. Let's have a look what we annul off here. Contemplating, ding the annul on it. Go on, mate, press it. So we save it. We save the lightning res. Now here I exalt again, I think. But I should have blocked dexterity. However, I didn't block dexterity. And I actually exalted on lightning res, fire res. Now at this point, this is just done. These boots, I haven't seen any up with, I think they've got 120 life, no, 109 life or something, maybe 110, 12, something like that. 112 life, they've got like 120 resists on them and spell dodge. I don't see any up anywhere. Mixed into the whole failed boots of the two tones, that cost me 7 exalts to do that. The previous pair, what did we say? It was like 25 exalts. So it cost me, let's say, 32 exalts to make this pair of boots. Now, do these boots sell for 32 exalts? I mean, honestly, I could imagine them selling for 30 exalts. They probably never will, because people can also do this method and slam on better reses, but right now, at the time of searching, I can't really find any better dodge boots. And I know dodge isn't that important in softcore, but they really have helped out my ice shot build, and I just figured I'd show you the process that I went through to actually craft them. So over here I'm looking, should I craft a resistance? Is there anything more interesting I could put on? Like, I could put on a dexterity node or an intelligence node and save myself a point on the passive tree. Then I could get 5% max life, things like that. But I figured if I just put resists on, then I might be able to get rid of my amulet, and then I could wear a Pandemonius instead of my crafted amulet. Now, my crafted amulet does give me more damage, but the Pandemonius is 20% cold pen, and I think that can't be overlooked. So what we did was we kept on, I think prefixes can't be changed, or did we? At some point, I weigh up the options and I decide that I'm going to go ahead and divine. And we just divine them to have effectively 41 to each of the reses. That's the number I'd be happy with. I think that's fair. I'm not going to go for perfect life, perfect resists, because they're not tier, they're not quadra tier 1. I'm not going to spend Exile after Exile in Divines. So I divined them up, and they ended up having 40 and 41, which I thought was respectable. So that was kind of what I was up to yesterday. I was doing a little bit of meta crafting. I think the boots are quite nice. Again, I'd have to sell both pairs for a combined 30 plus exalts to make profit. I don't see them selling for that. Now, personally, I think they're worth 30 exalts. Probably not. Who knows? But, they're pretty nice boots. So we end up, again, just chucking a few divines on them. Trying to get the resists as high as I can. Not too worried about the life. If somebody really, really cares about it, they can check it. But just trying to, I guess, bump it up in the search a little bit. But I actually end up using these boots, and I probably won't sell them. So thanks for watching. Again, this YouTube channel is not monetized. It is not partnered. If you want to support it, there are links down in the description below. You can Twitch Prime. You can donate through Twitch. You can just sit on YouTube and leave a nice comment. You can leave a like. Those are definite free options that do definitely help. You can just pop in my stream and say hello and leave a follow. That's also an option. But right now, I'm struggling to finish this recording because for the whole 12 minutes, I've really needed to blow my nose due to hay fever, and I really didn't want to have to stop the recording. So I'm going to leave you now. We just divine these up, and then we go ahead and we chuck on a couple of resists, and we'll leave you with the final boot. So thanks for watching.